Information society. Let us define first what is an information society. It is society characterized by a high level of information intensity in the everyday life of most citizens, in most organizations and workplaces. It is also defined as the use of common or compatible technology for a wide range of personal, social, educational, and business activities, and by the ability to transmit, receive, and exchange digital data rapidly between places irrespectively of distance. So, in simple terms, information society comprises of the vast spread of information and the use of technologies to exchange information in fast and rapid way. It is also applicable on technologies where there is a rapid process of producing data or output. For example, the ATMs where people usually use to withdraw money for any purposes. So now let us proceed to the characteristics of information society. First, it is characterized by rapid growth and use of information, widespread exploitation of varied information sources. What I explained a while ago. Next, characteristics is when people know and appreciate what information they need, where to get it, how to get the information, and in the end, how to use it. So through information society, people can evaluate information or data also because of lot of sources and the fast duration also of how information is taught, spread, and identified. Information. According to the Merriam-Webster, information is knowledge obtained from investigation, study, or instruction. It is also defined as the communication or reception of knowledge of intelligence. Information in any format is produced to consist and shared of via a selected delivery method. Information is literally everywhere. We have the ability to create and share information in a split second and send it out to the world. That information can be shipped and packaged in different ways based on how the information was created. So basically and obviously, we know what information is, since we were on our late elementary up until we reached college. We know that it is what we are using to interact with people and also gadgets. It is through information that we evolve from time to time. It is through information that we create innovation for a lot of things around us globally. Without having this information, low connection to people interaction would be possible. If we are not informed, it means we will lose something to deal with. It has to be what we get information and share information as well. Where does information rooted? Basically, it is rooted from a word or group of words, a combination of sounds that present something. Information cannot be formed without the collage of words and also sound to bring it to life. Yes, silence is also an information. Signs and posters are also information, but they have their unique way of representation. But when we say information, comes also with combination of sounds to represent something. It is by means of talking or communicating. And in that form, we create information and represent it as well. Another line is, it is this significance, which make words distinct from just any kind of vocal utterance. Words are made up of the sounds and yet they transmit something more significant. The words are informed because they carry information. Simply, but they communicate meaning. So that what is stated earlier, that information is transmitted through words and sounds and create meaning. There is this statement here that says the words are informed because they carry information, and it simply means that a word carries information and resembles information. And by saying this, it is now considered informed since it has information on it. Let us now go to the role of language. It is through language that we communicate with the world. define our identity, express our history and culture, learn, defend our human rights, and participate in all aspects of society. So, this is what I am trying to say, that language is universal. It upholds variety of roles in the community. Without language, it would be hard for us to express our thoughts, define what we are, and especially defend our sides or human rights. If we are not given the chance to learn our language, we will not be able to make a stand and voice out our concerns. That is why I always encourage everyone to speak for themselves. This is the only way we value the language that we have. Another is, through language, people preserve their community's history, customs and traditions, memory, unique model of thinking, meaning and expression. They also use it to construct their future. Language is pivotal in the areas of human rights protection, good governance and peace building, reconciliation and sustainable development. Language has a remarkable role not just in human interaction but also to preserving the tradition and customs. It is through language that we commemorate our late ancestors and the culture that we used to have, and by remembering them, by sharing this to other groups of people who have different culture from us. Next, it is stated here that a person's right to use his or her chosen language for freedom of thought, of opinion and expression, access to education and information, employment, building inclusive societies, and other values in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Language play a big part in freedom. Language allow us to communicate, share ideas, voice our opinion, and think whatever we want. Without language, we would not be able to rebel or even think thoughts about rebelling because we would have no words to use. Many of us take it for granted that we cannot conduct our lives in our home language without our consent or prejudice. But this is not the case for everyone. Using your home language connects you to your family. It also provides a connection to your important cultural traditions and to friends and neighbors who speak the same language. So, language is what makes us human. It is how people communicate. By learning a language, it means you have mastered a complex system of words, structure and grammar to effectively communicate with others. Language is a vital part of a human connection. Although all species have their ways of communicating, humans are the only ones that have mastered connective language communication. Language allows us to share our ideas, thoughts, and feelings with others. It has the power to build societies, but also tear them down.